Iron pierces immortal flesh. Wrists split. Ankles crack against stone. High on a frozen cliff in the Caucasus, a god hangs screaming while the sky watches in silence. An eagle descends. Wings wide. Beak curved like a blade. It lands on his chest and tears him open. Ribs snap. Blood steams in the cold air. The bird buries its head inside him and rips out his liver. He cannot die. That's the cruelty. By night, the wound seals. By dawn, the eagle returns. This is not execution. It's a lesson carved into eternity. A warning written in blood across the sky. The prisoner is Prometheus. The king who ordered it is Zeus. But here's the paradox. Prometheus didn't wage war. He didn't seduce a queen. He didn't storm Olympus with an army. He gave a gift. Fire. So why did the ruler of heaven answer a gift with eternal torture? To understand the chains, we have to step inside the storm itself, because this wasn't rage alone. It was fear disguised as justice.
Unveil the legends.
Before the eagle, there was revolution. The Titans ruled, ancient, immense, merciless. Then a younger god rose with lightning in his hands and rebellion in his heart. Zeus overthrew his father, broke him, cast him into darkness. It was victory, it was trauma, because Zeus knew something most kings never confess. He had become the very threat he once destroyed. A son who dethrones. Power didn't calm him. It sharpened him. He watched for betrayal in every whisper. He punished swiftly. He demanded obedience, not loyalty. Olympus glittered. But beneath the gold ran anxiety. Then there was Prometheus, a titan who chose Zeus's side during the war. Brilliant, calculating, patient, but flawed in one unforgivable way. He cared about mortals. Back then, humanity was fragile, cold, afraid of the dark. They died young and understood nothing. Zeus saw a species that needed limits. Prometheus saw a species that could evolve. That difference is everything. Because if humans grew stronger, smarter, less dependent, then gods would feel smaller. Peace between those visions was never possible. One ruled through fear of losing power. The other believed power should be shared, even if it meant suffering for it. The first blow wasn't fire, it was humiliation. At a sacred feast, Prometheus divided an ox into two offerings. One pile glistened with fat wrapped in shining hide. The other looked modest, bare, unremarkable. He invited Zeus to choose the portion for the gods. Zeus chose appearance. He bit into bone. Ash filled his mouth. Laughter trembled beneath forced silence. The true meat had been hidden in the ugly pile, given to humanity. It was a trick, yes, but more than that, it exposed something dangerous. Zeus could be deceived. That could not stand. He retaliated without hesitation. He stripped fire from mankind. Darkness swallowed villages. Nights grew longer. Cold crept into bone. No metal, no tools, no progress. Humanity regressed into fear, back into instinct. Prometheus watched them shiver, and he decided suffering was not obedience. He climbed Olympus in secret, slipped into the forge of Hephaestus, stole a spark, hid it inside a hollow fennel stalk. A small flame, a massive betrayal. When he handed fire back to humanity, it wasn't just warmth. It was technology. It was autonomy. It was the first rebellion against helplessness. Smoke rose into the heavens. Zeus saw it, and in that smoke he saw the future slipping beyond his grip. Fire meant innovation. Innovation meant self-reliance. Self-reliance meant diminished gods. Prometheus hadn't stolen a spark. He had redistributed power. So Zeus ordered Kratos and Baia to seize him. Chains were forged by Hephaestus himself, hammered into divine flesh. Each strike echoed like a verdict. Prometheus did not beg. His silence enraged Zeus more than defiance ever could. The eagle would come daily, and Olympus would watch. The myth says Zeus punished theft, but theft doesn't justify eternity. There was another layer. Prometheus knew a prophecy. One day Zeus would father a child destined to overthrow him. History repeating itself. The same cycle Zeus had begun when he toppled his own father. Zeus didn't know which union would produce this threat. Prometheus did, and he refused to reveal it. Now the torture shifts meaning. This wasn't merely punishment. It was pressure. Psychological warfare stretched across centuries. Every day the eagle tore into flesh, Zeus was asking a question without words. Who ends me? Prometheus endured because he understood something deeper than pain. Tyranny fears the future. He believed humanity, armed with fire, would one day surpass Olympus, not through war, but through knowledge. And knowledge is slower than lightning, but it lasts longer. Strip away the myth and this becomes chillingly familiar. A ruler obsessed with control. A rebel who invests in the next generation. The eagle wasn't just vengeance. It was a king trying to stop time. Centuries pass. The screams fade into legend. Then a hero arrives. Heracles, son of Zeus. Strength forged through suffering of his own. During his labors, he reaches the mountain, sees the Titan, sees the eagle descend like ritual. He draws his bow. The arrow flies. The eagle falls. For the first time in ages, there is no tearing, no scream, only wind. Heracles breaks the chains. But this is not mercy from Zeus. It is calculation. Zeus needs stability. Prometheus still holds the prophecy. In some versions, Prometheus finally reveals the secret, warning Zeus against a union that would doom him. Zeus avoids it. Fate bends. The irony is brutal. Zeus tried to secure his reign through cruelty, yet he survives through restraint, through information, through the very Titan he tortured. And fire? Fire never returns to Olympus. It remains with humanity. Civilizations rise, empires clash, philosophy blooms, science ignites. Art, law, reason, all sparked by that stolen flame. The gift Zeus tried to suppress becomes the engine of history. Prometheus suffers, but his idea wins. One god ruled through fear. One Titan suffered for foresight. Between them, humanity inherited flame and responsibility. Zeus kept his throne, but he exposed his weakness. Power that relies on punishment reveals insecurity. Power that fears progress accelerates it. Power that silences truth eventually must bargain with it. Prometheus lost his freedom, but he became something more dangerous than a Titan, a symbol of resistance against absolute power. So was this justice? Or was it a king terrified of becoming obsolete? Because Prometheus wasn't the only target of Zeus's control. There were others, lovers transformed into monsters, rivals crushed under divine ego, punishments born not from order but from jealousy. And one story in particular, twisted by obsession and wrath, reveals a darker truth about the ruler of Olympus. If this was justice, what does that say about the rest of his reign? The storm hasn't finished speaking.